Okay, finally done with Nodcry. I'm not sorry, not Nodcry. Natland and on to Nodcry. It's got to do the interlude chapter. Turn on focus experience mode. Wish it would just take you there. Wait, what the? What was that? I saw something when I was. What is this? Wait, this is an Archon quest? What Archon quest is this? Wait, what? Flamelets? Hold on. That wasn't showing up in my quest log. It's not in my quest log. Hold on 1 second. Be right back. Okay, I found out that this Flamelets quest is the beginning quest that leads you to Nodcry, but where you have to do the what's it called quest first? This one, whatever it's called. The prelude, whatever. Wait, does turning my headphones up affect the volume of the video? No, it's by application. Boom! Look at all the chicken I get. No, 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 no. Turn to special story mode. Did I start it already? Continue quest. Did I start it?
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful!
I guess
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh?
gasp.
Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore?
Friends.
I thought we were best friends.
Oh, I thought we
Did you
were
see that?
best
Beatrice
friends.
ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over? So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait,
Awkward.
but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
Not awkward at all. Oh, great, another unvoice acted character. I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that it was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear, but first question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand, and I'm flattered. I was able to bring back the butterflies, but I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You two are you are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Zimroth Paimon, how have you been? How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find out when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Paralogicium. It's currently... So I can't teleport, I have to run there? Oh, the teleport station's even gone! What the heck? Honestly, I accidentally stumbled on this quest not realizing it was an Archon quest on one of my other accounts, but I only saw up to Kaya, and then when I realized it was an Archon quest, And so I don't know anything past that, but I saw that first part at least. That's why I was wondering if I had started this already, because I was wondering if this was the account I started it
Ah,
on.
Kaya, you found them.
Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
It sounded like he was saying Honorary Knight Paimon, not Honorary Knight, comma, Paimon. I mean, I know it says comma Paimon here, but it sounded like, when the voice acting, it sounded like it was one thing. Like, Honorary Knight Paimon. Allow me. You have... Note Captain of the second company, Sekiron. Captain of the third company, Eluya. Eula. Captain of the fourth company, and me, of course, captain of the ninth company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Eee! Zemroth, Paimon, thank you for coming. Ah, yes, it would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a
A
trial.
trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of order, and the Church carries the blessing and goodwill, whatever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now. There's someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
A keen observation, Semroth. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. Understood. Zemroth, Paimon, come with me. Luke? Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. And don't worry, the trial will be fair. Now that everyone has gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varko away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee the today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor, as representative of our respective organizations. We will ensure a just verdict in this case. Oh, Rosaria.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant today in this case is Captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of the case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, the trial will not be open to the public. Still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in the case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The account appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
It's so awkward having a random NPC voice acted, but the main character is not. Miss Hartha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Wait, what?
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
Wait, so she was dragging an object, he was dragging a large object, and then later she decided, oh yeah, it was a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice says he was the one trying to tell Quinn earlier.
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body.
Why was there a golden light?
Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body you mentioned? That's the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Wait, that doesn't make much sense. So he carried a body that was in a bag and then buried it right away. It's not like there was a struggle. Why would a shoe and torn clothing appear behind?
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
It could very well be. I mean, you don't even know who disappeared. And yet no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
I mean, this is a world with magic and things like that. We've seen people see illusions all the time. Also, it's no guarantee that it was even if Albedo did bury something, there was no guarantee it could have been a human body. It might have been a hilly troll or something for all we know. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You excuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
What?
I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Diluc Ragvinder. Please tell the court what you saw. Around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to eliminate his surroundings. I find it kind of odd that, like, when disposing of a murder and things like that, he uses such, like, a big glowing effect in both situations. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
This becomes more suspicious now. Only inquired as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not usual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, that's all. Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
It's more just items, but the bodies were buried and people were there at the time of the burying of the body. There was no way for anyone to come and dig them back up, right? And this is? It looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, does this beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is it that all the remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one that can answer that. Careful now, Master Diluc. I do believe I hear presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition.
Oh.
Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here.
Oh, that's right. He does do alchemy. I forgot about that.
Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle, alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presented the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning tripping over my tongue, with Mr. Albedo present. That's right, we were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During a meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose, you don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There has been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence? Oh no, the envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
This is very suspicious. I mean, not saying that I don't believe Albedo did this. I believe this is something else. But I mean, it just seems kind of weird, like almost like planted evidence kind of thing.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
Trust the investigation the investigation has confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't
A
believe
guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
I mean, could be someone could be framing him. Did you check to make sure that the writing was his handwriting or something? Ha. Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe this kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or approval, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get the strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret you and Albedo know all too well, but people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But wait, following in Rentorder's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation, that would only make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. Yes, you're needed at Starsand Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Is it, Venti, maybe? The current story seems to be related to your past adventures, which you'd like to quickly begin reviewing. You and Pine went to Daggerspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting the research there, some questions about alchemy, ordering a series of strange events, strange soft noises echoing through the mountains you could not be traced, the ransacking in depth of alchemical notes from the camp saying, "Oh yeah, I forgot about this." Disappearing out of chat outside the cave and having no memory of the incident. At the time, Illuia encountered Albedo somewhere else in the mountain, attempting to lead the child away. He then attacked Illuia. Upon being discovered, you were able to confirm the passing of the mysterious figure, impersonating Albedo. Oh, someone was impersonating Albedo. A returning battle ensues, being ambushed, hunting, and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant, Whopperflower, posing as him. Yet there was more than 2 people wearing the face in the mountain. I remember doing something in the mountain, but I don't remember enough about it. I remember it was, oh no, not here, wrong one. I remember it was one of these quests. It was a story quest, I believe. I really should do some of these. I have like a bunch unlocked and just haven't. Oh wait, are they just free now? I haven't done any of these. These just all unlocked and. Oh, I don't remember. Okay. I remember going into the mountains and doing stuff with Albedo, but I don't remember everything, so it's been a while. Like, I remember doing things. Oh. I remember doing things with Albedo, but I don't remember Eula being there, or yeah, I don't remember Eula being there. Maybe she was, I just don't remember. I have to wait for stamina to rise up. I mean,
Show no mercy!
I don't think they can even reach me up here.
I'm tired.
Yep, it was Venti, I was right.
Ah, traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Ah.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
But he's the Herald of the Animo Archon, and yet he has a Hydro Vision.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing
Dear
to
Lord.
aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
Jeez.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
A bomb!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Ah, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal archon.
Is that so? I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Gosh dang it. Okay. Huh. I know you're obviously shocked by the evidence, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking
I
good.
still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is also hard for me to accept. It's as hard for me to accept as anyone. But Varco once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Zemroth, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue to work on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his cause, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to ask for this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him on the behalf of we owe him the benefit of the doubt. I know you get to the bottom of this, Zemroth. You never fail us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a I'm expecting a retrial until you're welcome to have until then you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Wait, can I actually go up to the second floor? Thank you for agreeing to investigate. We're counting on you. Can we actually go up to the second floor? We can go out to the second floor. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's always been blocked off before.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave it to you. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Whoa, I just heard the door close, like, late.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
A stack of books on the desk mostly relate to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Boxes on the desk, the latch bears signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now the lid remains wide open and the owner was forced to leave in a hurry. He didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. The remaining content shouldn't hold much weight as convincing evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. The elegant penmanship the ladies read. In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion, the materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formulations in these records likely originated from the Conrian art of chemia, whatever. But relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I've encountered the records with this letter. But it doesn't mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that the dynamic of the creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, on one that also appears on the alchemy book nearby. You skim the preference and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend from Albedo's alchemic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor, but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that?
A full metal alchemist.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
It doesn't look good, but the letter can't directly prove Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. Also just a test. Oh! There's more. There's another book. Test tube on itself with some black powder residue at the bottom. As a lightly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to conduct suitable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
Those notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat, with a certain elegance in its uniformity, much like the man itself. One of the notes reads, "Perfect putrefaction should be regarded as a counter-simulation to the process of life, like a highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay with an extremely short period of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dispatching into thin air." Like, if that's the case, if he had this, why would he need to bury them? I think I did everything, right? What? It says investigate his desk again, but I just did.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Go all the way over here, there's nothing. Already did the box, already did the test tubes. What else do I do? Why is this one glowing again? The book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped when moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk, resulting in a noise a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to the experienced adventurer it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Change. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When the festering forces and sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this
The
opportunity.
name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Note mentioned festering forces, which suggests the dragon spine could be involved somehow. If this is something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go so far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes of the map with a few markings on it, two of the marking location correspond to the crime scenes, and a third appears to be in Dragonspine. Can I, like, visit the spots? I'm actually curious about that. It's hard a pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, this could be a body hidden in that last location, or at the very least what remains of one.
What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-co.
Oh, Victor's calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhine-daughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhine-daughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, Let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Why is Paimon so shiny right now?
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Since you have Master Jean's permission, you're free to investigate the office anytime.
I doubt it, but can I go into any of these other doors? No. Can I go up to the 3rd floor? Nope, it's blocked. Wonder what would happen if I went to those other places on the map, the ones that have already been investigated. Will I see a spot that looks like it's been dug up, or... Wait, can I even do that? Like, do I have it in my inventory or whatever? No, it would be quest, right? It would be new, right? What the? Would it be down at the bottom? Mysterious map? Oh. Oh, it only shows the more recent one. Okay. I thought I could check the other ones.
It's getting a little cold.
Oh crud, I didn't go anywhere. Teleport up here, I'm up higher. I don't like the cold thing here. Wait, what? It's like underneath or something? Oh, it would be in the cave. Okay, so I just teleported here for no reason. A little warm real quick. Warming up.
Gotcha. Busted. Transfixed. Get to work.
Right, I'm stuck. Got caught in the tree branch. Wait, now it's saying to go up. It literally was just up there. I was literally just up there. Was there something I needed to touch or something? That I just didn't see? Ah! Wrong way. Yeah, I'm in the area. Is there like a pile of dirt or something? What does it want from me?
Take it easy.
Okay, I'm in the area marked on the map. What do you want from me? What does it want from me?
Quietly now. Gotcha.
What does it want from me? Okay, go to the location. Quest area reached. What now?
Take it easy.
What does it want? What? Oh, okay. I had to actually look at the map.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Something was dug up here already. Although everything is covered in snow, a seasonal venture, you notice the ground looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath it large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why is this location marked in his notes? Turn Knights of Favonius, doubts swirling in your mind. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal retains that they were uncovered. The minimal remains that were recovered have been sent to forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just
What's wrong?
the victims turned out to be Mondstadt citizens. The situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment with Albedo will be in Albedo's
Yeah,
favor.
not when the charges are so serious. Hmm.
The second trials take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending to this one.
Of course, we'll
One
be
as well.
there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles? Why is he being suspect? Wait until 2 days later.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
You two. Let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. Alright, follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene with the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives of both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case, Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring the trial to order. Ms. Hertha, have the investigations made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hansman, male, 46 years old, marital status single, occupation hunter, consistent with the conclusion of in the last trial. His disappearance were unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records showed that the sustained mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. DeLuc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselmann. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master DeLuc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master DeLuc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master DeLuc in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation.
That's awkward.
I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
See. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Second. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
The special investigator also uncovered some relative evidence on the subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. The map was found in the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description of the letter, the locations of the crime scenes. Does the map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically admitting guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you haven't covered the compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have. I never killed a single person.
You have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man seeking his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in the snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. You mentioned brushing off the snow. Is it something to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Zermoth, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? The third marked location of Dragonspine, we only knew about it because we found the map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered the hole beneath the snow big enough to hide a human body. There were also claw marks around the outside, but there was no body or remains whatsoever. The first location marked near Mondstadt, Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig the hole and bury the body there. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together as evidence seems to suggest Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where Deluxe saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. Deluxe described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There was no reason for them to conclude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. Deluxe found teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of the events because she was also there that night. Yet the two should have no reason to set up Albedo. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Deluxe's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. According to the forensics result, the teeth and femur bone belonged to a Mondstadt citizen, and the witness accounts suggest that Albedo was the last person to come in contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones, and does that mean he's the killer? Third marked location. Makes sense. The difference between the marked locations. Albedo marked these three locations on the map and found in the hidden compartment. There was also some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all three locations are likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first two locations where the claw marks around the hole, and the third location had no witnesses anything happened there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why was that not the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the whole of the third location has been there longer than the other two. But the whole of the third location wasn't made around the same time. Does that mean that it connects to a separate incident? Dragonspine has a frigid climate and it's covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Most people know Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team, but in truth he's the I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, a synthetic human created by one of the five sinners, Gold Red Daughter or whatever. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree that with this assessment. He is also a calculated thinker, and it is fair to say that if he did commit the crime, it would be likely well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and is also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. I mean, there's only one thing to choose. I almost forgot Paimon once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like him. It's just the same thing. I guess Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out on that. But what does it have to do with me? Announce a break in case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the fact, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand that Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendants used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case in the third location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh, which suggested the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there is still a reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Mr. Zamroth's point. Why did I say Mr.? That wasn't written there. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to the map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things in those three locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies in each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine. Wait, then why is it he was saying that he hasn't killed anyone?
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest in Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the third location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber, Bennett, and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people. Their blood is on your hands.
But he admitted to killing one person in self-defense. How does that say that he killed all the other people? No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man that attacked my dragon spine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happened to look exactly like you? Exactly like him. So I was right, it does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
In self-defense, yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears that I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going
Who
on?
are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
That doesn't sound awkward at all. As you can see, this is Hertha, logistic captain of the Knights of
I
Favonius.
see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because it is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the east, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle and, with the help of Barbados, sealed the remains in Dragonspine. I don't get this, because Dvalin is super tiny compared to Durin, so... we've walked inside Durin's, like, ribcage. He's, like, super huge. How did Dvalin kill him? Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen. Was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, and the unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of... the homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the
Palmer
best
looking
form of
Hertha.
flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
Those two of you look identical, but judging based on your demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
The nerves I can't imagine it come to surprise. Unless your information in the Knights of Avonius failed to mention the scar or hurt the little storm. Oh, did I miss part of it? I think I clicked something real quick. Why the nerves? Oh, no, I didn't. Something.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or, I should say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force and appearance you can change at will, yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices, then Miles must be one of them? There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because this network of living things you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Well, this jumped.
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in
There
your
are
way.
others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
Why didn't it show that?
After her!
It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's trail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of alchemical research. Second, the events of the past few days are part of my plan. Most of the members of the Order were in on it. As for the witness, Master DeLuke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. That was quite an involved plan. Indeed, follow me.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine, and attack is imminent, but fear not, we have been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durgan's life force. Its festering nature agitates these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
At the top of City Hall. Oh, I can't teleport there? Oh. Oh, is that Mona?
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good, our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. And my divination reveals that there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yes, so for those people, aim to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Perfect time, Zemroth. I was hoping you three could form a mobile unit to help respond to the various threats around in the area. It's been a while, Zemroth. I'm also here to help. Jean and I are going to remain here and monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations to you. Don't worry, my scry glass does not show the slightest chance of failure. Victory will be ours. Oh, there's more people. The situation seems worse than I anticipated. I must do my part to help. It doesn't mean you have to fight. Doing what you're good at is more than enough. Curious to see if there's more people, but I feel like this will be too long if I just look around everywhere. Maybe I should pause? I think it's fine. I think we're gonna see multiple of them as we go around. I'm keeping my eye out for sure.
Captain Albedo, Honorary Knight, and your floating companion.
Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be careful.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
Get out of the fire!
I hope everyone's all right. We really appreciate the help.
Wait. Hold on. Optional objectives. What's the optional objectives? Should I go straight to the top of City Hall, or go help over here? Provide support to various areas in the city. So I guess City Hall's first? I kind of want to get everything, so I don't want to like skip stuff. But I have to wait for my stamina to recharge. That's annoying. Making me climb this again. Stamina again. Oh, I can get up there.
Return to the skies!
Okay. To get to the top of City Hall, right? I'm confused at what part is the, City Hall. Is this City Hall? I'm on top. Wait. I'm confused. This is confusing me. Oh, Venti.
Incoming!
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me! Please! Someone help me!
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens.
It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned.
I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. Oh, it's gonna be pretty exhausting.
Don't worry. I'll treat you to a drink when you're for your trouble.
Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witness saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I mentioned the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones were already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearances to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so their behavior changed. So when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguises to get close to people. I eliminated two who attempted to attack.
What about the remains D-Luke found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Disconnecting. Hold on. Okay.
Wait, so what about...
No, we were skipping this part.
What about the remains D-Luke found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All the remains of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second, some teeth and bone.
The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest.
Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the petrification of the bodies. After all, we defeated that doppelganger Wapaflouter and Dragonspine. We promised to tell each other tell our story, remember? Remember the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad that you remember when I told you about the Subject 2. In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Wapaflower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole we found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized day by day. After the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and a way of thinking. Ever since then, all creations spawned from the power have the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which the person has been affected is hard to perceive.
You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control.
That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under the influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help.
We use the power of the Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights a chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate the thing, right?
Yes. So, if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear, all units, what is your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city.
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the Traveler, Paimon, and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot.
Alright, now that you're okay, we should go check on the status of the other areas.
Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you.
It's a door!
I've got things covered here.
Sucrose. Kaya. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Back! Dude, that was a close one. I suppose thanks to an order, Master D. Luke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh, well let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master D. Luke, why do you think I always get nervous? When do you think I always get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not to think about it.
This?
Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Time for retribution! Burn! Retribution!
Oh, what the?
They're over there! Dilu, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other location. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side to the end. 1 second. Back. Oh, I wanted to say thank you for what you said. Oh, yeah. Believe me, he had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just doesn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet!
Thank you for trusting me and choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work, as always. Well, see you soon. Of course, stay safe. Ah, official! See, I feel like I missed part of the story. Get close to injured Knights of Ponius and borrow elemental skill to heal them.
Let the show begin.
I mean, does my attacks matter at all, or is it just... I feel like maybe I should have done something before going to Venti, because I feel like I missed some things. Back to the Knights of Ponius. Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
There's no rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still
Don't
injured.
worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others who need to get back to the front line, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
I'm just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all this started, but I know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time, so I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you all at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just want to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting, so you need to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority in that region. We should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever it takes to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look after myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course, coming. Should I have gone and done other things before helping Venti? Here they are, prepare for battle!
On guard, everyone! Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock!
Jeez. Looks like we got 25 Hilichos, 2 Blazing Axe, Minta Churls, and a bunch of different slimes.
Prepare elemental countermeasures!
Roger that. What the? Ah! You stupid. Let the rabbit blow you up. Dang, it lasts longer than I remembered. Oh, Mika's here.
Providing cover fire!
I'll race you there. Huh. No escape. Bet you can't keep up with me. Get him.
Let's keep going, team! Huh?
I don't know Mika, I don't use him.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Neutralizing threat!
Oh, I forgot that you throw that.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Ah, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought.
I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once it's all over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again.
Albedo! Are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried.
Same here, I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems whatever, did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. Eula, I think it was. It sounds like Eula was alright. She is an impenetrable wall. That one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best if someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear.
Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved.
No, because the imposter fell right into our trap, it was all part of the plan first. We spread the rumor, and then Hertha was missing in action for some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposters saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear in the Knight's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body all over to protect the imposter's identity, which is more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. I had to be the right moment, or it would have given the imposter more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know that know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Zemroth. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep it from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing the best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The Honorary Knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
It is us should be thanking you, Honorary Knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Well, I'm going to do all the extra stuff now because I'm worried that I missed some of that. So I'm going to the spots that aren't marked as important right now because it could be like interesting stuff there. Ah! What? I'm playing as the Traveler? It made me switch. In battle, we got your back. Oh.
Burst forth.
You know, I should really... Oh, Noel's here. I should really, like, buff up the Traveler for when I have to do things like this randomly. Now, does it have my Noel, or is it... No, level 90. So...
Coming to be.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Optional objectives. Thanks for help. It was over a lot faster than I expected. I'm sure you have places to be, so don't let me keep you. Rest assured, I'll keep this place around here safe. Be careful out there. I know victory will be ours. Oh. Oh, it's just the same thing. Except Albedo's here again for some reason. Like he wasn't here the first time. I think this is kind of cool.
It's you.
Ew, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Wind Bloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? Huh, no. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways. After all, and mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamad school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution, so gentle even Jean wouldn't have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Well, it's good to move about every once in a while. I'm guessing they say the exact same thing, right?
Huh.
No, yeah, it's just the same thing.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast.
Uh-oh.
But disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Uh-oh, Clee's on the loose.
Explain what?
Uh-oh.
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
Providing mobile support across the region, and there's something you need to explain. You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah. Plus, we kinda already heard what you said, so.
Just tell us. It's nothing to be afraid of.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clea is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Ah, right. Fighting first. Conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
I don't think I've ever really played Eula.
Beg for mercy.
Moments of birth.
Crush!
Wait, are those Dodoko bombs?
Beg for mercy. Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
Clea to the rescue!
Shudder! Freeze to the core!
Jumpy dumpty go! We won! Great work, Clea. I'm counting on you to protect Eula next time too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Clea. 1 second. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days, and the monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful to escort her back to the headquarters. Grateful if you escorted her back to the headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Cleve will do her best. What happened to the other areas? There's only one spot now. There was like 2 spots. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare, injury-wise? Good. Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full records here. Wonderful. I'll review in a bit. Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Klee kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Klee. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few.
Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete.
Good to have you back safe and sound, and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership was made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Ah, yes, of course. I can talk about it back at headquarters. Zermoth and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work should go back to their quarters, the church, and get some rest. Wanna come with us, Cleve? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies? Yes, yes!
Hi, everyone.
Menti, thank you for everything. I knew there were difficult moments along the way.
Oh, well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life?
No, apologies. Just forget I said anything.
Just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times.
Any notable information on the wind?
Of course. I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger.
Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he is no longer Mother's only child. Or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotion he felt in response were quite genuine, and I dare say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and claim to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. It's close!
Phonia? Ah, Miss Phonia, here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of the patrol's post-battle reconnaissance at that time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why do you come from that direction, and why are you alone? Do you think that we're still meeting at the same gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message on the wind over the last few minutes of the battle. There was a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well because you're under Durin's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Don't move. Let's continue the discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out how to free you from his power soon. Okay, that quest was kind of confusing. I feel like I missed a lot of parts because there was like multiple objectives here, and I went for this one, but the other ones were still like this important objective looking marker. So I guess on one of my alternate accounts I'll have to see what the other ones were. Alright, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happened next is more of a personal project. I consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a triparty conference. Ah yes, it's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago.
I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either.
He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed. Anyway, the Tripart Conference is a gathering of the three parties and the Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights of the Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he is able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and I now have a request of my own. I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would.
Of course! Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka?
Grandmaster?
Oops, wrong contact. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yes. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
Have fun with that.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
That's awkward.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his stash!
Don't tell me he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice.
Oh, that's
It's
Alice's
Venti.
voice?
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the tripartite conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice.
Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
What the? That's Alice? I mean, that's like, so what I mean is, one of the weekly boss events you can do is a chess event, and I could have sworn that this is the thing, like, controlling the chess event, and that was Alice? Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you turned yourself into a giant Dodoko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before I set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. So head to my office. He's waiting for you there. You did so much for this time, Lord Barbados. I don't know how to thank you.
Don't thank me at all, please. It makes it seem like I'm useless the rest of the time.
You know that's not what I meant. An Archon has their own calculations. Who am I to question their wisdom?
Okay, now you give me too much credit. I admit I'm not the most, proactive Archon. You have your own hard work to thank for this result. Oh, and our friends the Honorary Knight and Paimon, of course. Ah, worried about Albedo's plan?
You can't help it. I have full confidence in his abilities. It's just instinctual response. But in the end, if he sets his mind to something, I know he will succeed. I trust him.
That's good to hear.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Oh, it's what's it called? Durin, Mini Durin from the Imaginary World event that happened a while ago. Yeah. Hey, not so loud.
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit. Even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people, I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm going to replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm going to be the one who's revived and brought into this world. Or wait, aren't you already in this world?
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human. What?
What?
Nani? Human transmutation, so you're Albedo's intended subject. Yes, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there is a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much right to this name. I don't want to lose it to another Durin. I know, Albedo asked me about that. He said Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook, and the pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what it will look like, if I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kind of questions are normal, we're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning and be suppressed, and suppressing an evil dragon and becoming human both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one's forced me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know. Albedo told me that he's the Prince, a synthetic human, and that if this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world, alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, then there's only one other person like me in the world. I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hat Guy know about this?
Hat Guy? They're talking about Wanderer if you didn't do the event. Yeah, I told him I was coming to fulfill this, duty. He didn't try to stop me, he just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision, maybe even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at this time. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Oh wait, that was actually something different. Feeling a little nervous, but also kind of excited. It's a strange feeling. I've never felt anything like it. But worry not, I can cope. I gotta do my best to stay in a good frame of mind, so that Albedo's plan can succeed. Where's the
Take it easy.
Where's the place? In here? Oh wait, is it her room here? Really? Oh, that was Alice's room? I'm so behind. Change their hexagon trial. Please choose a suitable primary recommended element. Oh wait, do I have to do? Wait, what was it? Was water and okay? I think I know what this is. It's the king quest thing, right? The event. The bosses you need to fight.
Welcome, one and all. Please,
Oh,
sit
it was.
wherever you like.
So, no unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, it really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin and Dragonspine.
Oh?
I also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of an immortal monster from the Mare Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Ryan's daughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away, a millennia, but the day will come. I spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt in less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to free the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin's a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be a creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I can transform him into human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulacra. It was created by mages from the Hexenzirkel, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children the other Oh, I see.
It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met a pure soul M, and I met the pure soul that M had created, and I knew I wanted to change Durin's fate. He could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragons of Simulacra, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from the Mari Javari and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of this monster remains will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect that can be triggered when festering forces of life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them, and so you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
I understand. I figured something like that might happen. That's why I asked Zemroth to come along. Wait, I'm doing anything? You're not even gonna talk me into it? Oh, you need convincing? I thought you'd want to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outlandish things I might attempt without someone to keep me in check. Fine, I'm not gonna argue with you.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The Hexenzirkel trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Let me make a formal request. Will you go through the trial with me? Are you ready, Zemroth? Just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Dodo King? Wait, it said just about ready, not that I was ready. Faceplant. It sure is keeping with the Hexenzirkel's modalities. We've been shrunk into chess piece sizes.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
What is it? Nothing, it's just Paima's voice is even louder than usual now that I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively, nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Aunt Alice, I didn't realize you'd personally be constructing the tile.
Since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Is it? I thought it said that there can only be
Coming to be.
What? I thought it said there can only be 2 people, no more, no less. But you have a full team.
Moment of birth.
Why is he voice acted now?
I'm flying! You can't take me up here.
Witness my great undertaking.
Gotcha. Strike a pose. Pinnacle of excellence. My apologies.
I didn't activate that yet.
Moment of birth.
King and Queen should present a united front. Let's have a ball.
Oh, good.
Quietly now.
Moment of birth.
My apologies.
That's not creepy at all.
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
This one doesn't seem like Alice.
Well done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
Is that the hag? Is that Mona's master? You okay? What? Was my elements cryo?
The trial awaits.
Did my element turn to cryo? Okay, I'll pause and heal up. Okay, I'm back.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So, it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to ride. So, in the spirit of Rhine-daughter, I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbara.
This calls for some pomp and ceremony.
Oh, Lord, I was forgetting your
great undertaking.
Where were we?
Sakura swirl.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Right.
Remember, nice clean cuts.
Moment of birth. Coming to be.
Busted. Quietly now.
Witness my great undertaking.
Our performance has yet to conclude.
I dance for you, my dear.
And now, the towering return to fall! Feel this ancient power.
Oh no! Sorry, my dear.
Oh, what? I was not aiming in that direction. What the frick? I thought it auto targets.
The curtain call has arrived.
Well, I just wasted Ayaka's ult here.
A great undertaking.
Stretching.
Yes, very well done.
We did it!
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Oh.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie?
Barbie?
You'll have to forgive Barbara, love. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory, and so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
Alice is an interesting character.
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Oh, pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested, let me know when you're free and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed. The sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Here, get some heals up and switch my team back. Okay. See, look at this huge skeleton. This was his skeleton, right? How did Dvalin defeat him? Like, he's tiny.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning to ice.
Want to climb into my hood?
You sure? Is it warm in there?
It should take the edge off and it might... Ah, that was just too fast to read out loud. It like only appeared for a second. Oh, did I not do that on this account yet? I have to get that tooth. Arrived. Sorry, Paimon. I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You two stay on guard.
May Paimon ask a question?
You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much a matter of preference, rather, as things stated, I would say belonging to the class of human, albeit a unique category thereof, but then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans in that I'm the only one of my kind, but soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves you successful. I believe Mate Durin already told you of his intent to replace Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It is a fascinating prospect, not to mention it's an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broadest of sense, this project deals with both the past and future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mandarin become who he wants to be is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I am just pursuing something I believe in. My view is to cultivate life which this world cannot generate endogenously, is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It is not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, it merely whether I wish to. The academical enterprise is the academical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that is not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does this answer your question satisfactorily? Satisfactory? Are you satisfied with the question answer? Well enough, thank you. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
Whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will be keeping an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemical are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. I'm gonna grab this tooth. This was a lot long. This quest line was a lot longer than I thought it would be. It also feels a lot longer because I'm having to voice act everything. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for your company.
Pleasure! We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around. Pick out some nice souvenirs for yourselves.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom Star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. Wait till 2 days later. Okay, gonna pause while this goes through. Okay.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin! Let's go check it out!
Is that it? Okay. What? It's a little portal? As you all know, during this year's Windbloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. There's someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs have always a way of lifting people's spirits, as they are a great support to us all. A round of applause this year's Boom Boom star, Venti the Bard.
Wow! Amazing!
Venti!
Huh? No way! You're really gonna pick me?
Why not? You're the perfect person for the job.
Alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern?
I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, we can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd.
In that case, instead of a speech, how about a song? Everyone! The best bard in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away! Gather round and lend me your ears!
Fireworks! Oh, I really wish this was voice acted. Oh, it looks so cool. Whoa! Is earth, flowing water. Refining fire, fortifying wind. Traversing in light. Wordly and 20th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevated flesh, scars, blood, and bone. Dang, I'm tripping over this. O sages, witness my grand endeavor. Not bad, right? Why isn't he voice acted here? Whoa!
Albedo, how did everything go?
Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is rather remarkable that what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do, achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
My master and mother, Gold Ryan-daughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instructions to complete a task of monumental importance to find truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant at the time. It was all able to corroborate it. Sure enough, finding truth of this world is basically stood for getting a life. And that might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning and a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So for an artificial human, finding life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in life, as well as the kind of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that carefree existence my brother has enjoyed this far will now come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel you've gained something from the experience. Master never showed her face, but if the Hexen Circle knows what I've done, that means she'll know as well, and give her approval. Since devouring Nabiris, it would seem she has finally found a modicum of peace. And if so, then I'm truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know.
Devouring Nabarius? What's Nabarius?
It's the name of the ruler of life. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Huh? That was a huge bomb to suddenly drop.
What?
Aunt Alice told me about it not long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, I truly know is this. Nabirius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nabirius are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help in dealing with this ordeal and for choosing to stand at my side through it all.
Of course, that's what friends are for.
Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going.
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Wanna take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Cecilia? The true feelings of the prodigal son. A sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Traveler, give me your hand. The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well.
Oh, I get a present?
The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind. A secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So no need to open it right away.
Wow, a gift and a mystery all in one! The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
According to the sender, you are probably the only person who could make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs with you. Well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Really? Oh, I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Music to my ears. Oh, I'm so happy I could fly. Oh, it's like this festival was made for me or something. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold, he saw wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. Thus wistfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness and into the light.
Okay. Okay, finished that. Not gonna lie, my throat's a little sore from all the talking I've had to do. I was expecting it to be shorter than that, but it was actually pretty decently long. So, with that, we have finished the pre-log or whatever. Next, we are finally going to Nodcry.